All right, so there you go. That's the peace accord that was signed. You saw all of them there. The governor too will be coming up shortly. But we've gotten hold of Chief Sola Ebiseni this morning. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on the program today.
Thank you, Chamberlain. Thank you.
Okay, so now we were shocked, and lots of people are wondering what's going on. Look at this appeal court decision. Dr. Lauren Femi says with this decision from the courts, he has now been declared the candidate for Labour Party in Ondo State, and that you cannot flout that court order, because if you do, you know the consequences. Have you seen that judgment, by the way?
Thank you very much, Chamberlain. I am a lawyer. A court judgment is not delivered on speculation. I would have expected Lauren Femi to show you the judgment he's been making noise about since yesterday. At the High Court, presided over by His Lordship Justice Inwite, on the 27th of September, declared me and my deputy as the candidates of the Labour Party. And in the course of the case, the party, by the National Legal Advisor, Candidature, came to court and said, yes, they have no opposition to my candidacy. That is very key. They have no opposition. They did not. You see, the suit was by originating someone which was fought on affidavit. The affidavit of the parties are clear as to why and what they are seeking in court. The party did not say, I am not the candidate nor my deputy. The party simply said, yes, I went to court and joined Labour Party as the first plaintiff, myself as the second, and my running mate as the third plaintiff. The party says I was not authorized to use the name of Labour Party and asked that the name of the Labour Party be struck out of the suit. The court, in its wisdom, said, yes, all of the three of you were, because it was clear that the man who came to court to complain, Abure, Candidature, even Olorunfemi himself, who parades himself as the deputy national chairman of the party, were the one who presided over my nomination. At that point, the court said it was too late in the day for them now to say the name of the Labour Party. They did not challenge my candidacy, the name of the Labour Party, because by law, by their own understanding of the law, it is the National Legal Advisor or the national chairman that ought to sue or authorize anyone to sue in the name of the Labour Party. That does not remove my local standard as the candidate of the party to sue.
Let me read out this to you. Pardon me. Now, almost anywhere you search, the publication that everybody is seeing when they type and search about this judgment, which the process is, which is sent to us, also come up on screen if you can see that soon. But look at the text that is circulating now. It says, quote, the Court of Appeal, Abuja Division, on Wednesday, disqualified Olusola Ebiseni as the Labour Party candidate for the upcoming election in Ondo State. Now, it says that there's a 3-member panel of justices in a unanimous decision with a lead judgment by Justice Herman Barker, delivered by Justice Adebukola Banjoko, held that the appeal, and he read out the number, brought by the Labour Party against Chief Olusola Ebiseni and 2 others is allowed. And the judge said that they were going to make the CCC available. So tantamount to saying that you are no longer the candidate. Is that right?
Exactly, Chamberlain. When you say an appeal is allowed, it depends on the reliefs you are seeking at the Court of Appeal. You cannot come to the Court of Appeal to seek a relief which is different from the relief you sought at the court below. I'm saying that at the court below, the only thing Labour Party said was that I was not authorized to use the name of the Labour Party as one of the 3 plaintiffs. The validity of my nomination was not an issue. So the Court of Appeal now cannot give to Olorunfemi or whoever thinks is in his favor what they did not canvass at the lower court. If you look at the report said appeal is allowed. What is the content? What is the relief that is allowed. And mark you, all the things you saw in the social media were orchestrated by people who want to stop us. By the way, there are two appeals that were filed. Olanfemi filed an appeal as an interested party in the suit. That appeal was immediately dismissed by the court. He said he wanted to appeal as an interested party because he was not part of the suit at the lower court. That appeal was dismissed. The second appeal by the Labour Party, seeking that the name of Labour Party be not included without the authority of the national chairman and national legal advisor, was one that was allowed.
Okay.
That the name be not used.
To cut to the chase.
Just give me a second, Chamberlain.
All right.
All of these have to do with the contest for the leadership of the party at the national level. Abuja is only using my case to test the legality or otherwise of his chairmanship, which has come to an end for quite a long time. And he felt that he could use this case as a test case to determine the legality of his office. It has nothing absolutely to do with my candidacy. And like I said, you will have asked Olanfemi to give you, he has said so much. Chamberlain, you can see me in my campaign attire.
Exactly. Maybe that was why it was difficult to get you earlier on the show. So we need to ask you now, what is the implication of this judgment? Because they keep saying this effectively puts an end to you as the Labour Party candidate. What is his position now?
That is not correct. You cannot read into a judgment what the judgment does not say. A judgment is like a law. There is nothing in that judgment that says Chief Olushola Nehemiah Ebiseni is no longer the candidate of the Labour Party. Olanfemi is sitting in your studio in Abuja. Imagining himself as the candidate of the party. While you see me dead in my campaign attire. 2 days ago, I was in Olanfemi's hometown in Ajoa, campaigning to the people. The Labour Party, I am a symbol of Labour Party in Ondo State. I was a commissioner, and my deputy governor too was commissioner in the Labour Party government of 2009 to 2017. It is not difficult for us to send the message of the Labour Party. Olanfemi, to all intents and purposes, is a civil servant on the TUC. Nobody knows him in the politics of Ondo State. I heard him when he was telling you he's going to rake some votes in the north, rake some votes in the central, and see whatever he can rake in the south. Who knows him? We have campaigned around the state, and on Monday we brought the leader of the party, our enigmatic leader of the party and the 2023 presidential candidate, His Excellency Peter Obi, to whom I was the Southwest coordinator in his campaign, in his presidential campaign in 2023, and also a member of the presidential legal team up to the Supreme Court. Where was Olanfemi then? Where is his space in the politics of Ondo State? Of course, he has used our name, our leverage to bring himself. He's a candidate on channels. He's always there on channels. And we have never joined issues with him because it's a distraction. It's being used by the opposition. It's being used for some time now. He has kept quiet. He just imagined yesterday and imagining that a judgment in which it was not a party in the suit. None of the suits in court was Olanfemi a party. He cannot be a beneficiary of a case of which he was not a party. Come on. He cannot. It's as simple as that. When he attempted to appeal as an interested party, the Court of Appeal said, no, there is nothing relating to you in all of this. And his appeal as an interested party was dismissed. Chamberlain, we are on the streets campaigning up to 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. at Ikare Akoko. We're there on the field, relating with the people, talking to the people in the language that they understand, because my deputy and I were part of the glorious government of Labour Party between 2009 and 2017. In this election, let me say this, in this election, only two parties are in contest, the Labour Party and the APC. The candidate of the PDP was Akeredolu's deputy. The candidate of the APC was Akeredolu's deputy and now the incumbent governor. So this election is going to be fought on comparison between the achievements of the Labour Party from 2009 to 2017, from which APC succeeded from 2017 till now. The Ondo State people know which party gave them mega school. They know which party, built market for them all over the places. They know which party provided buses taking their children to and from school. They know which political party made it possible that a child from conception until it's delivered was a property of the state. So much that in our hospitals, women do not just deliver freely. We gave them handsets for them to communicate with doctors in the course of their pregnancy.
I know that you're referring. I know that you're referring to the tenor of former Governor Olusegun Mimiko, who ran the platform of the Labour Party. And,
yes, I was commissioner in that government for the 2 terms of it.
Yes, so and he made headway, with the people of Ondo. However, that legacy wasn't consolidated. It would seem that shortly after he left office, there's been so much water that has passed under the bridge. And with the House that's currently divided, with all of these shenanigans currently happening within and around the Labour Party, imagine a day or 2 days to, the elections, a day to the end of campaigns, you're still getting judgments like this. Can we really dismiss it as this not going to harm the chances of the Labour Party ahead of the elections?
Thank you very much, Malpe, for using the word shenanigan. You see, Olamfami is not alone. He's a tool in the hands of our opponents. And people know him for that. Olamfami is not a politician in this state. The best he is on the TUC as a labor person. And we heard that he had just been sacked, even from his employment. Had just been sacked from his employment. He's therefore has no locus to even act as a member of the TUC for the purpose of Labour Party. He has had it so long coming on air, saying all sorts of things.
So why don't you talk about him? I wanted to address the question, sir.
You see, okay, thank you very much. You see, he has come and said so much about me on air. I've been careful because I know that I am responsible to the people of Ondo State. I am Secretary General of Candidature, and I know what burdens that imposes on me in terms of integrity. And to that extent, I am him in his brickbats. But you have used the very apt word, shenanigan, sheer shenanigan. And we are not going to be distracted. And that is why we are conducting this interview on Zoom. I could have gone to your office in Lagos or in Abuja to do all sorts of things.
All right, Chief.
I would do that.
We're not to anchor at this point. Even though Dr. Donfemi was not in our studio, he was virtual, but he did say that the Court of Appeal set aside that judgment of the High Court based on the fact that he was not joined and then there were a plethora of forged documents. That's his
No, Chamberlain, there's nothing like that.
Okay.
I said his application to be joined was dismissed.
Okay.
His application to be joined, he came to court.
All right,
you filed an application to be joined as an interested party. The court dismissed it. If he was not an interested party in the case, how come he's now a beneficiary of the judgment of the case of which he was not a party?
All right, we need to let you catch up with your campaign so that because
what I'm doing here is equally good for my campaign. It is to allay the fears of the people of Ondo State. It's to allay the fears of the teaming Labour Party members.
Killing two birds with one stone, right?
Sola is the governorship candidate of Labour Party, and Dayawude is the deputy governorship candidate in this election.
You think you can defeat the governor?
All of them you can do without it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Do you think you can defeat the governor?
I said, this is the first time, Chamberlain, that I am appearing on you. In channels. Olamfemi have been here several times, but because I know, like the Yoruba says, If falsehood travels for a million years, it takes just one day for truth to catch up with it. The truth has caught up with Olorunfemi now. The whole world will see that he does not even have the capacity to deliver on the governorship. When he was contesting, ask Olorunfemi. Olorunfemi was made a placeholder, and the party said that in court, that it was a placeholder. If you look at the trajectory of Ondo state politics, look at all the political parties in this race. All the candidates are from the South Senatorial District, in line with the accepted political culture of Ondo State. How can Olorunfemi come from the North that produced Akeredolu that is exiting after 8 years and think any party will take him seriously as candidate of the party? Or the people of Ondo State, the people of Ondo State has always rejected any candidate that ran against the political tide. Olorunfemi is from the North. There is consensus in Ondo State that the governorship of Ondo State now will come from the South Senatorial District, where I come from, and we are slugging it out.
We do thank you very much, even though several people have watched you speak on Channel TV several times as well.
Oh yeah,
even on the...
I've spoken on Channel TV several times. But I can't be trading words with Olorunfemi. That's why I'm saying, oh, I've been on Channel TV. I mean, you've hosted me a number of times. That I can just come on national issues, on issues affecting Nigeria, on issues of restructuring, on issue of geopolitical arrangement of Nigeria, on issue. In 2023, I stood my ground in line with our colleagues in our federal Secretary General to say that the presidency of Nigeria should go to the southeast. It takes the courage for a Yoruba man to come up openly in 2023 to say that for equity, for oneness, for inclusiveness, that the president of Nigeria, if he's leaving the north to the south from Buhari, and then when he gets to the south, he cannot go to any of the other two geopolitical zones that produce Obasanjo and Jonathan. It is only the southeast. That's why we stood. We have our honor, we have our integrity, and that is why when you bring Lilliputians like Olorunfemi, I don't trade words with him. I'm above his class politically and in any manner whatsoever. While the youth campaigning, let him come to Ondo State and campaign. Let him not do his campaigns on channels and all the television houses he's been running. Nobody knows his name. He's only using the name of Sola Ebiseni to sell himself in the politics of Ondo State. I was local government chairman. I was 3 times commissioner in this state.
All right, Chief.
I was a member
I think it's the campaign in you that just keeps going on and on. We have to thank you for talking to us this morning, Chief.
Let Olorunfemi tell you his political pedigree.
I hope you can hear me, though. All right, Chief. Yes, we do appreciate your talking to us this morning, and we wish you all the best as you go on for the election this weekend.
Thank you, Charlie Chamberlain, for having me.